in 3 days' time, I'm going to be leaving home, moving away. I'm not buying a house, not renting a house. I'm just getting an Airbnb in a hot country in Spain and kind of just seeing how it goes. And then from that point, I'm going to go wherever the wind takes me, whether it's America for a little while, whether it's somewhere back in Europe. And the reason that I've decided this, that this is something that I wanted to go all in on, even though right now I would say is probably the toughest, I would say in the last 6 to 12 months, the toughest financial spot I've been in is because I just have this weird sense, this weird feeling inside that everything's going to pan out fine. Like, there's just something calling me to get out of where I am. Because every time I go outside, like, number one, there's just very little like-minded individuals, and number two, it's just when you're not around people that are on the same wavelength as you, and there's so many people, yet so little people that you feel you can truly connect with, you know? So I'm going out there, get some sun, because the weather in the UK has been terrible. And this is my thought process behind it too. You see, when you're in an environment that your old identity used to live in, and this could be a limiting belief, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're in an environment that your old identity has lived in, meaning Cameron 1.0, the one that went out every weekend, the one that got drunk, the one that did drugs, the one that used to egg people's houses on Halloween and throw eggs at cars and steal from the shop. That identity is reinforced. Like, this is where he lives. And even though, and I know with certainty that I've kind of killed that version of myself, there's still a small part of me that has that within me. And again, this could be a complete limiting belief, and you can call me out if you think I'm full of shit right now. And I noticed the periods of most growth, while they wasn't tangibly the periods of most growth, like where I made the most money or where I was the most focused, but where I felt mentally that I was becoming a new person and my belief system was shifting and I had like a huge paradigm shift. Those moments came at the time when I wasn't in my hometown, because it's like I was around new people, I was in a new environment. And the minimum standard for my life, just the bar just continues to raise when I surround myself with people that are above me. There's that quote that Alex Hormozi says, if you want to feel poor, no, that's the one. Well, extremely wealthy people feel poorer than most poor people do around people that aren't even poor, or something like that. Because it's like, whoever you surround yourself with, you compare yourself to. And my goal isn't really to become, to be honest, a billionaire. Well, I'm going to become a millionaire, that's no doubt. But I just want to be financially free, have the ability to provide for everybody around me without having to bat an eyelid at any expense. Go on nice vacations, travel the world, live a purpose-driven life, and build a company that is contributing towards society or pushing something forward. And probably later down the line I'll start a movement. You know, the goal is to motivate other people to do what I did, or what I'm doing now. And I think in order to do that, in order for me to have the social proof and for people to be able to believe that I can help them do that, go from a broke college kid that maybe doesn't have any direction, that's around the wrong people, to somebody that does have direction, that does have money, that does have a physique that they like, that can look in the mirror and truly feel proud of themselves. That's my goal. That's what I'm working towards every day. And just have an internal peace, you know? Like being able to look in the mirror and being like, fuck, man, I like that guy. Because there's only one person you're with for the rest of your life, every single living minute of every day, and that's yourself. So you can try and please Johnny. Johnny doesn't care. You're probably not going to see Johnny in a year, so best person you can try and please is yourself. So that's my thought process behind it. By moving somewhere else, I'm going to be able to shift my identity, get the most growth personally, and everything, the universe is going to put things in place for me to be able to not worry about the financial side of things or how things are going to pan out, or even if the agency goes to shit and I'm in the middle of a country that doesn't even speak English, like everything's going to be fine. And it's these moments where you have to take risk, where things are a little bit uncertain, where the most growth comes. I remember when I dropped out of college, high school for the American people watching, and everybody in my family was absolutely shocked and they were scared and they had doubt, and I even had some doubt. I was like, oh, this couldn't work, but like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't do it. I'd be doing myself a disservice if I stayed here, because there's so little opportunity. And especially when you're around people that knew the old you, that's when your old identity gets reinforced. While yes, you do fully control who you are, how you act, I mean, your identity really is just a set of beliefs followed through with action that align with those beliefs on a macro scale, right? But the thing, I'll give you a prime example, right? If I'm in an environment where I'm at work, working at home, and I want to eat healthy, but every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a takeaway on the side. Chinese, pizza, there's chocolate in the fridge. That's not an environment that aligns with my new identity, right? It aligns with my old identity, especially if those people that I'm around are emotionally eating. This is just a prime example of something that I've struggled with in the past. So that's a vice that I want to get rid of. And if I'm surrounding myself with other people that emotionally eat, around food that makes me want to emotionally eat, in a highly stressful environment, which running an agency with over 15 full-time team members is a highly stressful environment. So by doing that, I'm basically setting myself up to binge eat and to realign with my old identity and to reinforce that part of me is still alive. And in order to kill that person, I need to starve the action that reinforces him. And the best way to do that is to be in an environment that makes it easy to avoid those things. Because willpower only gets you so far. So that's my 2 cents on identity, where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm excited because what that also means is the content's going to be taking a level up. The content the last few months, I know, has literally just been me on a walk, getting my 10k steps in and recording a video while I do it. I'm going to be recording a lot more of the boots on the ground stuff, the agency day-to-day, my routine, how I reflect on the week, which I think is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. The goal is to really just document everything, build connections along the way, and then maybe later down the line when you want my help, you'll come to me. So yeah, ciao my friends.